jobs. You find them working at all these funny places, but they are IT professionals. They are, mechanical engineers in the making. So this is a platform that allows companies to actually hire student freelancers. We just launched last week, so this is also another project I'm working on as well. Next up for you a bit. All right. So I would like to move around a bit for my presentation, and the topic of today has been Afro-capitalism, right? And how can we stop that? How can we reverse the flows of resources, manpower, and so on and so forth? So I'm convinced that, we already know it's bad, we already know it's happening, we already know that all these things are, that's the way it is. But my conviction is, why don't we change that paradigm by making the existing paradigm obsolete?
Yes.
That's what we need to do. And I'm totally convinced, next portfolio better? I'm totally convinced that we can do that through investing in Africa. I'll go back to something that one of the speakers mentioned about remittances. Now, remittances is huge, huge. 32.5 billion USD was sent by Africans in the diaspora, sent back to Africa in 2015. 2016, 2017, that number keeps going up, right? So by that definition, we talked about FDIs, and thank you so much for the professor and your paper. We talked about foreign direct investment. Now, the amount of money that we send back home, monthly, weekly, yearly, whatever it is actually foreign exchange. This is not rocket science. So, by that definition, Africans, you, ladies and gentlemen, are foreign investors. Have you ever thought of yourself as a foreign investor? Because you are. Your euro is just as much worth as the euro from Kaife or Bosch or Siemens. Foreign investment, and that's what we want to talk about today. Next up, a little bit. So, this is better for me. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll talk about how to invest in Africa, and that's going to be the only thing I'll focus on. Why? Because of time. I want to keep it short, I want to keep it sweet. People are tired, I'm hungry, I know you are. Okay, so I would like someone to help me with the time. Can anyone set a timer? We have 1:28. I have 20 minutes and I've used about
127.
127?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So 17 minutes from now I want to be done. Could that be okay? Because one thing is, I love you, I respect you, but I also respect your time. I think it's critical.
So move on.
All right?
Yes.
There's a saying, I have to put this out there. There's a saying from the Germans, they say, Die Deutschen haben die Uhr, Afrikaner haben... For those of us who don't understand German, the Germans have the clock, the Africans have the time. Okay. I'm just going to tackle number one because, again, I have so much to speak about and I cannot rush through it. It dilutes my content. I'm a man of high standards. I will not dilute my content. I'll stick to number one, so let's go. How to invest in Africa. Next up, folio bitte. Weiter. Weiter, bis ich Stopp sage. Dankeschön. So, the way in which I propose we should invest in Africa is by investing in the people. Invest in the businesses that are actually run by the moms and the pops, by the people on the streets, the informal businesses, the people who actually build these economies. Invest in the people. I'll give you an example. I come from Kenya, by the way, I think I mentioned that. There was a report last week that BBC was investing a billion Kenyan shillings, this is about 10 million euros, to build this huge production plant and so on and so forth. That directly resulted into 250 jobs. Quite frankly, I cannot understand that. How does 10 million euros result in 250 jobs? I mean, it's great, it's high level and everything, but guess what? Next the informal economy hires 80% of the African working population. 80 work in the informal economy. Look at the guy on the top right. He has shoes. This is from Nigeria, by the way. Shoe manufacturers, you have salons, you have beauty stores, you have people who sell food on the streets, you have people who manufacture bags, the artisans we talked about, the informal economy. And it's also sometimes known as the shadow economy. You know why? Shadow economy because it's not accounted for, thank you. Shadow economy, and that's where I think we need to make the most impact. Let us invest in people, let us invest in businesses that actually create jobs. Going back to the professor who spoke earlier on, I love and respect our scientists for what they're doing. They present us with the facts, they present us with the figures, and it's upon us to act on those facts and act on those figures and actually go out there, build businesses and create jobs. And this is how we're going to do it. Next up, a little bit. So, we all know about investing. We all know about the business angels. We all know about the venture capitalists. We all know about the banks that finance these businesses. But I'm not too sure we know about a concept called micro-investing. How many of us have heard about micro-investing? Let me stop there. 2 hands, 3 hands, 4 hands, 5. Micro-investing. This is it, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Small amounts of money. How many of us, I'll pose another question. How many of us have received requests from Africa, from your parents, your siblings? I need to buy a kiosk, a little store down the road to, sort of support myself. I need to import clothes from Tanzania or Dubai that I can come and sell in Kenya. So guess what's happening? Guess what's happening when you send that money? What are you doing? You're investing. You are investing. And what I do is I want you to understand that you need to start to think like an investor. Because that's what you're doing. You send your sister 50 euros and say, okay, go to the market, buy all these vegetables, come back the next week, flip them, sell them. I'm investing in you. I'm sending you 50 euros every week or every month. So guess what? I need to know how much return on investment you get from that 50 euros. And so on and so forth. So, when we talk about micro-investing, and the basis of my talk is